A little bit foggy today. Whoever made the salad and kept this chunk. I recently moved to a new apartment with new people. As you know now, I'm no longer around the old roommate at school or apartment mate. But everything here is pretty new and great, which provides a really great environment for me to do a lot of things. However, one thing is just a little bit farther away from school, so regularly now I have to wake up around 6 and then make breakfast, eat, and then head out to school. A lot of time throughout the transportation, but it's always some trade-off, you know. Right now, this home, we just got moved in a couple days ago, so it's probably the biggest mess I've seen. It kinda don't make sense to me how the school wants you to move out during your final week. Like the last day to move out is on Saturday, which is where my last final is just a day before. Like, how am I supposed to get everything done ahead of time while studying, right? But it makes sense. You're a college kid, you gotta have everything figured out and have your own time schedule. It is so foggy to the point it feels like it's raining. It's Friday before the final week. Wow. By maintaining, going out for keeping up customer relationship and showing houses throughout the final week and moving houses was too much. So I decided to not show as much houses today and then focus on just creating content with Canva and post them on Instagram for real estate, but at least putting in the work and growing the Instagram account rather than just kicking back. So I'm doing something like maybe just easier. School and work at the same time is actually a lot. So I just finished class, had a long chat with the TA because it was a discussion and it was absolutely amazing. Learned it so much from someone that is from UCSD, mastered it in finance, and just developed the knowledge and learning a sense of applying economic into real estate. Even though most of the stuff we learn is theory, but it's really important that it helps shape the point of view. Like, all of them will build up a sense of knowledge when you get into engaging in a conversation. Now at the market, grab some quick drink and gotta head back home. Gonna stock up some veggie. Real good. A lot of time when we get into a topic or approaching something, we always have a different starting point, which is why in the urban planning economic class, I was learning something complete, not as practical, but more of a theory. But from the professor point of view, it was useful because that's what he's passionate about and what he knows the most. I might have been approaching the topic from a real estate point of view while he was teaching it from a urban planning point of view, which in different way we get different value and we learn different stuff, which is very interesting. So as I was talking to the TA said, one of our classmates said that the class wasn't as practical and he was a real estate agent too. But here's what I think, like, it's so early on, you're still in college. There's no point to chase for sale, but rather learning the value and the knowledge and it's built up for your future. So let's focus on the current, because right now is the time where you soak up knowledge and like a sponge, and then you'll be able to use it later on. Understanding what you're doing right now is preparing for the future. Just got back and here's my plans. Probably gonna get some study in, and I gotta keep in touch with some customer and client. Gotta hit them up real quick, check in with them to see how everything going, maybe potentially have a deal going down. But with that being said, gotta get some work done. So I just got done checking in with all the clients and somehow my computer shut down on me. However, I realized building up, creating customer relationship is so important that it put us into a community closer together, and just constantly checking in with people around you. It's just like a real social world where you get closer with your people, and how Ryan Serhan always say, people don't like to buy, but people like to shop with friends. So start beginning to making your customer or client becoming your friends and truly understand and learn from their life, from their job, what they like to do and what they do. Maybe they could provide some expertise at value on a different field rather than just real estate itself. And this is why I love this career, because you just get to meet so many people, learn from so many different things, and have so many different perspectives on certain stuff. So having a really great conversation going with a customer and client, but can't show you much of a detail. But this is what I do on a regular, where I just talk to people on Instagram. And which why social media is so powerful, because I just meet the people that are looking for their goals and me, and I'm being able here, resourceful to help them out and doing my job, earning what I am worth. Now I gotta clean up some clothes before I make some lunch, watch YouTube, and head out to study. Oh, beautiful. Just organize it a bit, even though still very messy. But got my lunch right here. Got some beef roll for hot pot and ramen, instant ramen-ish, mixed with regular noodle. But later, gotta build up another stool because we only got one right now, and this chair is way too short for this island.
十分的去推荐大家阅读。那我之后也会去做一期视频来讲红色小药丸一样，就是原来世界的本质是这样。
哇哦！
今天满了，我操！泡面被我做成这个样子也是绝了。
我的 vlog 看出来也我。Took a super long time to build it, but even though one of the screws is like broken, but I hope it worked well. So went some lecture, just finished building the chair, and then later gotta do some cleanup before I head out again to get some reading on my day trading attention, because I'm gonna find a good location, grab a drink, and read for a very long time. The 1 hour long lecture, but now gonna do some cleaning. Before that, gonna go pick up some real quick. Oh my, I almost popped my head if I stand right here. And head out to study for more. So I actually just figured it out how to put this on correctly after I clean. But let's do the living room because part of my job, I guess. Now that the sun is out, it's much more beautiful. I was still debating if I should start a game of League, but let's go read book and come back later for gaming. Ooh, not sure if you guys try one of these Chinese drink, but it's real good. Let's find a spot. Maybe I should give it a try someday with mini golf. The best part about living here is you're literally across the street from Westview. Like I'm saying, this is the thing I've always been doing, including what you've been seeing right now. Use YouTube to document events, because there's just so much great thing happening in your life. YouTube being around, documenting everything is so important, because you look back a couple years later on, maybe 10 years, 20 years later on, you're gonna see that what you've been through and truly what shaped who you are and build up your brand. Because for example, if I'm a real estate agent and just simply thinking about how I went from being a college student, becoming a developer, or becoming a real estate agent throughout the whole entire career. And then as people get to know me, I build up the following base, build up my brand. People will want to see my life, and they will want to get to know who I am and what I truly am and what I do on a regular basis, because that's how you build up your community, how you talk to your people in a way of spreading message from one point of view to a millions of people. This strategy here, where the post is on a different date, 2022 and 2020, even though they're the same, it's getting called by a Rolling Stone rule, which basically rock band like the Rolling Stones could go around the world and play the same few songs repeatedly, and people would still came out to listen for the decade. It's just the same thing as I do in Instagram, where if I find one video that went viral, I could maybe tweak it up later on. Maybe like, for example, recently a video called Best Neighborhood in San Diego went super viral, like I talked about in multiple different videos. I could maybe repurpose it later on where it's Best Neighborhood in San Diego, but then maybe adjust a little, because over time it could have been some changes where one neighborhood got better than another, and make the list again and possibly go viral, because that's the type of content people would like. And these are all the so important marketing fact I think that all real estate agents should begin to learn and then utilize social media to spread the word. Been reading for an hour and a half plus. Gonna take a quick break and come back. Just one match of this will be great by myself, sadly. All I could say, definitely need more practice, because I keep hitting the 8 ball in there and keep getting the white ball into the hole. I'm assuming after 20 plus minutes, I finally cleared out the table. But like, took a while. Gonna finish last session of a reading, maybe extra 20 more minutes. Like, I was nearly just halfway in last time, but now I'm almost done with the book and ready for the next one. I feel like I could simply just become a marketing executive after reading this book, because of the amount of value it's provided. Is way far more practical than what I would usually learn in a college scenario. Simply take out each page and have so much to talk about and expand on it to make so much more content. All right, last check before I head back. Maybe just sit down, relax, and breathe in, breathe out, reflect, appreciation, gratitude, meditation of the day. We're gonna take a short break, maybe cook some dinner in a bit. Gotta wait for my apartment mate to come back, and then maybe hit the gym later tonight. But my leg been hurting all day. Maybe I've been like having too much workout lately, or too much badminton. But final coming up too, got a lot to study, maybe catch up with more work. I guess that's just how it is when it's near the end of the quarter. Always gonna be having extra amount of work to put in and extra workload than what I usually would do. Now that I actually changed, but I just realized I got more work to do. I gotta look up, research on Instagram content that I'm gonna projectly gonna use and do for the next couple of weeks or day or so, and then go through data analytic. And don't know why my computer just crashed as usual. Gotta go through a lot of stuff and just use all the stuff I learned from day trading attention, just from the reading, and then maybe turn them into practical. Maybe I have some great idea that just coming up in my mind, some sort of creative way, hopefully. But even on an off day where I don't go out to show houses, I still got tons of work to do, just maybe because I'm a college student at the same time, and I wanted to go towards that field and go deep in it. So it's gonna all require much more work, especially when I'm starting off at a younger age and earlier on stage where most people get the full-time advantage of it. So they have so much more extra time. But right now, I truly appreciate and enjoy like the time I get alone, right? And I get to manage out everything on my hand, and I have everything in control. I just need to put in the work and put in the progress, and we'll soon see some result. But as of right now, just gonna keep working through the market and build up the personal branding. Just got done with one of the Instagram posts and now working on the clip that I made yesterday video about day trading attention on my main channel. And as sun's is about to set, gonna go cook dinner real soon. Originally had planned to cook together for dinner, but I guess now plan have changed. He gotta stay in the school to study because the course was too complicated. But I guess I could cook up on my own. but just gotta think of what I was gonna cook because he had all the material or food source the ingredient that I needed with him, and I don't want to go out to buy new one, so I have to use whatever I got to make this dinner. Hey, since plans have changed and I was not prepared. It's like, okay, not the best. Let's see, how should I cut this? Strip. Definitely not what I wanted, but that is a lot of oil. Oh, luckily the food I'm making have a lot of juice with tomato, onion, all of that. And literally the meal I'm making is super simple. Just gotta cook all these sticks and then toss in the rest of these, which is everything else that is left. At least to me, this is looking very healthy. You got all the vegetable, you got the protein. Maybe throw in the egg in there too. Actually, no joke, gonna throw in the egg. I don't know about you, but having such a great meal is a bless. And a lot of gratitude and a lot of giving back needed.
Lucky, you might reach this stage, but here's the key point.
Round two, just filled it up again.
You want your cake
Good
to
video.
look and taste.
So it's nighttime after dinner, but not sure where the sun is, so no sunset from this view. After dinner, I guess this time of the day is my game time. A quick chill, relax, get the food settled down, and gonna go hit the gym afterward. There will be a limited amount of work to be done and to be complete, but always gotta have a balance of what you've been doing and don't overload, don't kind of get you drained out or burned out. The essential goal here is to continuously doing the thing and focusing on that one thing. So over time, it's more important to stay continuously working towards the goal rather than trying to reach there with one day or one night or even chasing that overnight success, you know? So supposedly go to the gym, but somehow turned out that we chose jacuzzi, so we just took a short break, gotten up, had some good joy there, had a couple of just sparkling water, but it was a lot of grateful moment, very blessed for all of that. Now, as I'm sitting here in the couch, it's already 9:47. About to wrap up with some final study and maybe even film a video about day trading attention like what I read today, and then have some reflection over it, because as a sum, it's so important to sum up whatever I read from it to truly know if I understand the knowledge or not, and in the best of way of sharing the value. So just got done with a filming session, and make sure you gotta check out the video. So much value I shared, how I market the Instagram account growing from 0 to 100K. Simply doing a practice of day trading attention, as well as so many small tricks I learned from the book and actually put it into the real world and be more practical. Like, it's so much better now. I had to upgrade. I have a little setup and a place where I could just record and put out so much content, because this is what I've been looking for, and I'm soon looking forward to upgrade more equipment. But I definitely gotta have more better content and more value for all of that. And I truly love it because I feel like it's pretty fun. You see your account grow slowly, little by little, and the more work you put in, the more result you might see. But sometimes you might have a downtime or a bad time that just no result with the amount of work you put in. Without waiting much of a time, I think I'm gonna call it a day here. Gonna have more time to sit back, relax, chill, and then get ready for the weekend, because gonna study real hard and looking forward for more. Catch you guys in the next one. Subscribe me, give me more motivation to make more, I guess. But this is just a documentary. Let me know what you guys think of it, any improvement I can do, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, Adam Chen at Real Estate as well. Peace.